Okay, so that last video, there's a little bit of green screen problems I've just realized, and also I'm uh, panting into the microphone, so that's going to be a bit annoying, so I apologize for that. Okay, so we're where we left off, exactly the same. I haven't actually done anything. I've pretty much just paused it, and now we're recording it again. And I'm going to turn this into something we call an orthographic projection. In order to do that, we have all these pieces, they're all still there. We're going to go to the little plus sign, which is insert new element, and we are going to create a drawing. Okay, we're going to ISO, and the first time you do this, if you go ISO, click ISO, that's A4, that's quite small. We can do it, or A3. I would prefer A3, so but it's up to you. So we go ISO A3. If we go to custom template, ISO, they're actually better. We'll go A3, got millimeters, and we're going to do something called third angle. So the way it works is, if I was to show you this pen knife here, okay, in a first angle projection, if, let's say, it's a difficult one, let's say that is the front, all right, in a first angle projection, the top view is projected through it, so it's below, and the bottom view is projected up. And this side, I don't know the side, but my right side view is projected through, so you see it on the left, and the left side view is then on the right. And it's a bit confusing, but if everyone knows what first angle is, it's actually not confusing. We, however, use third angle, so I'm going to click third angle. Now, third angle simply means that if that is the front, the top is there, the bottom is there, right side view is there, and the left side view is there. And obviously, my left and your left are slightly different. So we're going to use the third angle because life becomes much easier. We're going to use millimeters because that's how we designed it. We're going to use A3 because it's a larger sheet of paper, which means our scale isn't so crazy. And when you're happy, you're going to press OK, and that's going to start creating the drawing for you. When we get to the drawing, we're going to place the first view. We actually want everything. Okay, so instead of the individual parts, we're going to go to the Part Studio, and we're going to click that. That was the top piece. That is everything. You can do it individual parts, but you don't need to. If you did do it individual parts, that would give you your cutting list. So that, as long as that's 1-to-1, that would be okay. So at the moment, we have got no scale. We're going to place that there. We just press click. Now we're at a scale of 1-to-2, so that means that this drawing is half the size of the actual thing. Now click this one, projected view. So if we come up, can you see how that changed shape? That's because now we're looking down on it. Okay, we're going to click that, and then we're going to come across. We're going to click projected view again, so let's click this one. We're going to project that across there, and click that. Now here's an interesting one. The distance between that and that should be the same as that and that. Okay, so that if there was a 45-degree angle there going up, then that could be projected down. But obviously that is old-fashioned stuff, so you don't even need to do that anymore because we're in a sort of different generation now with computers. So if you look at it carefully, that is that side view, because if that was the other side view, you wouldn't be able to see that dip where I want my phone. And we know that that's the top view because there are the circles there. And another way we know is it says third angle projection, and that is the symbol for a third angle projection. Okay, this is the A3 piece. You can even write your name on there. Oh look, it's already done your name for you. Now one more cool one. I'm going to click that, and we're going to come up. We'll put that up there for you. See it? Does it work? There you go. And there is your 3D version. Okay. Now what we can do is we can export that as a PDF, or we can screenshot that and save it. But before we do that, we now need to add the dimension so that we can use this to help us. Oh, that's a bit of a bad render. Oh well. And we're going to add the dimension so that we can use it to make actually make that. Why is that 209? I'm sure I made that 210. Okay, plus minus 0.1, which does make sense. So let's just change that. Press enter and do another dimension. That one and that one should be 15. 14.97. That's okay. Yeah. Let's just call that 15. Makes our life easier. Okay, and then we've got our triangle, and remember our triangle goes from there to there, from the bottom to the top, so click dimension. Triangle is from there. We can do it like that, so 148.5, that's accurate. And we've got our square. Now, it's a good idea not to put your dimensions here because you don't want it to look too messy. So we try and keep our dimensions to the outside if you can. If you can't, it's okay, it's understandable. But we do know that our square is that one at the back. So that dimension, from there to there, is actually the same as that dimension. Okay. Again, if you're not happy with that, click that there and go 1, 1, 0. Okay. And press escape to get rid of it. Okay, and then we've got the small square. Now, the small square, what I can do is I could do it this way. So if I click there to there and go across, then I've got a line going across all my work, and that's no good. So that one I think is okay. We can just put that there. I'm just going to click that and turn that to 55. And of course, having proper integers does make my life easier in the long run. And remember, DT is sort of about making your life easy. Alright, so there's a few more that we could do, so we can actually, that's going to bother me. Let's just move that up. Done, so that that line is going to be consistent with the dimensions I'm about to do. Can I do a running dimension? No. Okay, so we're going to dimension this one. Three. See that line there coming up? That makes life a bit nicer. We can make that there, and then that all the way to the end can be there. Okay, last bit. Second from last bit is we got the chamfer, and we knew that we had a chamfer somewhere. It was there. Can I do a chamfer detail? No, and I've got no hidden details here either. Okay, ignore that. We're going to make it too complicated. Go back to your radius or diameter if you want. We did have that one. Yeah. Okay, see the diameter's making a line through it. Let's leave the diameter. Why don't we do the radius? Remember, the radius is half of that. The diameter, so that makes it easier. And we'll just do that at 60. And there's one more that we can actually do, and that is the size of the holes. Now, I said that they were 8 with the chamfer, so how about we do a little note here, and then we can actually write pencil holes are 8mm diameter. And tick that and leave it. Okay. Alright, and then you can then also add all the colors to that as well. And that's pretty much it. So if you've got that far, well done. If you haven't, watch the video more carefully, have another go, or ask your teacher. Or if you can't ask your teacher, ask me and I'll talk you through it.